you put it that way, and usually we'll end up selling them.
Right.
Because they totally appreciate what you're doing because they made the effort. Now I'm going to make the effort. And once you go, it's over. So let's get this thing done.
Yep. So being real and being straightforward.
Yeah.
So do you think that good salespeople are born, or do you think they're made?
That's how many times I've heard that question. I think you do need some elements as a person. You do.
Yeah.
I think there's so many things here I could say. I often talk about a musician that has a musical ear.
Mm-hmm.
I played piano for years.
Yeah.
I love music. I love to dance. I never had a musical ear in front of that keyboard. I needed the notes in front of me all the time.
Right.
Or my sister could hear a song, sit down, and kind of play that song. Well, she's a musician. I'm a person that just was playing piano. So I think a great salesperson, you need an ear. You do need an ear for sales.
Yep.
You have to discern when that script is freaking ridiculous or not instantly. And you have to kind of also maybe walking around, your sales environment and hear a salesperson say something and kind of stop in your tracks and go, oh man, that was terrible. I can't believe they just said that. Mm-hmm. Or the opposite. Wow, she really nailed it. That was brilliant. I'm writing that down. I'm going to steal that, make that my own. So I think that understanding of the impact of language.
Right.
You either get that or you don't. And I see some people in my training, I go through the nuances of different words, and there's all kinds of phrases you can say and not say. And some people right away get like, holy cow, that makes sense. Statistically with 100 people, these words are going to have a totally different impact than those words.
Right.
And again, depending what philosophies you come out from underneath in your training, when you're trained, some training companies don't have, in my mind, an ear for that. I see some of their scripts, and I'm like, never mind the script aspect. The stuff you're saying here, I would never even attempt to say it because I know what would happen.
Yeah.
But, so anyway, sorry, Glenn, I think you need an ear for it. Mm-hmm. And then I think you need, the understanding of language. I think those are innate. Does not mean though the sales has to be your first language, English has to be your first language. Right. I know a lot of great salespeople that it's a second or third language, but they understand the nuances of tone, mm-hmm. and, pitch and body language that people pick up that stuff more than what you're actually saying.
Right.
And then beyond that, you need to drive. Joe Girard, a good friend of mine, is a Guinness World Record holder in car sales. And he talks about, now he's getting close to 90 years of age. He's still going strong and doing his talks and so on. And he talks about salespeople having fire in their belly. Mm-hmm. You do need to drive. Now, my drive initially was not to be successful. It was to get out of failure. But I had an extremely strong drive to get myself out of some situations I just could see I didn't want to be in anymore. So I think the drive, that's innate. If you don't have that, it doesn't have to be for money. One of the great things with selling is you're always, either selling somebody something or being sold. So if you want to get better at sales, just so you can understand when you're being sold more so, that's great. You can use it as almost like a self-defense. If you want to get better at sales to make money, give it to your family or to your church. You don't have to keep it all. Mm-hmm. You can't help your family, your church, or people around you if you're broke. Mm-hmm. So I don't think there's anything wrong with making lots of money, depending on how you want to use it. If you want to get better at sales to pay off debt, to set up a better retirement situation, to have your kids be more proud of you and where they live, just to develop certain skills. There's a lot of different things that sales overlaps into, but you have to attach to a motivating why. Why do you want to get good at it? What's your drive? And then from there, you're going to build up your own sales personality. Every sales personality should be different and will be.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So really, and I'm following with this. You have to have the ability to naturally connect and relate with people and have some of those natural born skills. And then you have to have the drive piece of it. Now, how about the other side of that? Good salespeople being made. What are some of the key elements in there that kind of go along with what you just said about the things you have to naturally have? How does somebody see or go about being made a good salesperson?
Okay, I think there's a half a dozen things there. And a lot of it you'll see once you're actually working with them. It's hard to pick this stuff up in training. Some people are great students, they're not great salespeople. Mm-hmm. Right? Some people are great salespeople, they're not going to be a great student. When you're actually out there selling whatever you're selling to whoever you're selling. Okay? If somebody gives you a list of people to call or email or things to check into, some people's reaction is instantly, why are you giving me this list? What's wrong with them? Mm-hmm. Why aren't you doing this? Or why should I do this? And somebody else's reaction is, okay, let me go at it.